Hey friends, it's Matt Fouch, your Kentucky Realtor. I'm out here today at 1387 Pattie Ridge Road in Dunnville, Kentucky. We have a nearly 10-acre property with some huge barns, a garage, and we have a home that's over 2,000 square feet of living space. You're gonna love this property, but today I thought it'd be really nice to be able to chat with one of the property owners. This is Jake. Jake, thank you so much for joining me for this property tour today. And Jake was telling me when we first chatted about this property how much you've loved it out here, you've enjoyed it, and there's a lot of details that we're gonna get to in this video. But the first thing I wanted to check with you, man, is what has been the #1 thing that you have loved the most about living out here?
Oh, it's gotta be the peace and quiet for sure. Peace and quiet, the cows, country living at its best.
So you guys are gonna love this tour today. Like I said, Jake's gonna give us a lot of details about the property, and I know that you all are gonna fall in love with this hidden gem right here in Dunnville, Kentucky. Y'all, so on this part of the property, we've got a creek that runs down through this little ravine area, got a ton of trees. And Jake was telling me when I first came out, this is part of the privacy that whenever you're during the spring, summer, early fall, before the leaves fall off, you have complete coverage over here. And so that's part of the beauty of this property. But there's one special feature that I want Jake to tell you all about. Jake, tell him about the spring that's down there.
Absolutely. So this property for many, many years has been used by a lot of the neighbors as well as us to get fresh spring water. And so it's a spring that runs just about year-round. And there's a pump house and a tank that's already rigged up and ready to go, so you can pump it right into the house with a spigot, and everything's ready to go with it.
That's awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of folks, and probably some of you watching, ask realtors around Kentucky when you're looking at different properties, does the property have a creek? Does it have a spring? And so this property has that, what you're looking for when it comes to a creek down here and the spring. So we were just walking from where we were at talking about the spring, and we're going up towards the house. And in the front yard, you have these maples up here. And Jake was telling me about some of the things that he does with these trees or has in the past, and some specifics about these. So man, tell these folks about these trees you have in the front yard.
For sure. So as you can see here, we have 3 of our large sugar maples on the property. I've made syrup at least 3 or 4 years since we've lived here. And it's been great. Between the trees in the yard and the trees in the surrounding woods, there's enough to make, you know, up to 2 or 3 gallons of syrup at least, so.
Wow. So do you have any left over from the last time you made it?
I do.
All right, so could we like maybe offer a small little bottle, or for
Absolutely.
whoever buys it, they can get a little taste
Yes.
of what they can make out here?
Yep.
Hey,
100%.
y'all be looking for that. That's awesome. All right, so for this part of the video, we got Gracie with us. She decided to step into the video. But we are here at the garden area, and we got some raised beds and some different things in here. Now, listen, we're shooting this video in March, so we don't have it grown up. We've not been working it right, but you've got some pictures of it that we have put on the listing, so you can check out what they've grown here before. But Jake, tell these folks a little bit about what you all have grown here and kind of some of the upgrades you did to this little garden area.
Absolutely. So as you can see, the garden area is surrounded by lattice, so it keeps out all the rabbits and everything that likes to eat your plants and vegetables, right? And the raised beds are very nice because you know, you don't have to get on your hands and knees, and you have really good soil. And there's also asparagus, and everything grows in here very well.
Now, I know when I was here before, you mentioned you've got lights in here,
yes,
and you've got the sprinkler system and all kinds of stuff in here to where it's really kind of self-sustaining in a lot of ways, and you have limited work once you get it growing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
So it's a really nice setup. Again, check the listing for the photos of what they've been growing in here before. And I don't know, man, maybe Justin here's doing our video. Maybe he's gonna take you all in here. Why don't you come in here and just check this out a little bit? Now this property has 3 large barns, garages, multi-use buildings. They're huge. And this one right here, we were just talking off camera. You said this is the, how did you say it? It's the one to...
This is the one to work in.
The work in, and it's got the spot for the vehicles.
Yes.
As well. So this is the one we're going to start with, and Jake is going to give us some information about this, and then we're going to take you inside and let you see this great shop that they've spent a lot of time and effort into really making nice.
Absolutely. Okay, so welcome to the workshop here. It's a 20 by 30 with an 11-foot door. Everything's insulated inside. It's very easy to heat in the wintertime, and in the summer it stays pretty cool in here. There is PEX air drops on just about every post. So if you run air tools, it's rigged up for that. There is 4 or 5 220 outlets. There's a 200 amp service, and there's room to expand. You could potentially even do 3-phase. So as far as workshops goes, this is about as good as you're gonna get.
I was gonna say, and he was saying earlier, this door is big enough you brought the backhoe in here.
Yep.
And your boat, whatever you got, 11-foot door, plenty of space out here. I mean, my dad had a shop that he worked cars in, and I always thought it was a nice shop, and then I came out here and you're talking about all the insulation, keeping it warm. I don't know if you can get this or not, Justin, but there's a little propane tank and a heater behind him, and you was telling me that's how you kept it warm there in the winter, just from this little this heater. So this is a great space for anybody that's needing a shop with air, electric, its own amp service, huge door, great space, insulated. So this is a perfect place. So we just got done checking out this building here. Jake was telling us all about the inside shop. We got some huge space over here. He was just telling me you could put a 30-foot camper in there. They had one in there, huge space. But now we got 2 more barns that we're gonna check out. When we get into the second one, Jake's gonna give us some more information about this one. All right, this is another one of the big barns you got here. Tell us about it, man.
Okay, so this is the biggest building on the property. A lot of the timber that was used to build it was harvested on the property.
That's cool.
About maybe 7 or 8 years ago. As you can see, there's a ton of room for all of your farming equipment or boats, anything you need to store. You've got a lot of clearance space, and then there's a large loft as well for a lot of storage up there.
You were telling me when I came out here the first time that loft area also has the door up there.
Yes.
To where if you want to throw your hay up there or straw or whatever.
So there's double doors that swing in, and you can load and unload out of the loft. There is electric and water.
And then the other thing I remember from before is you got a little room over here on the side. I mean, what do you guys use that room for?
Well,
like to me, like if you were running a business in here, that's like the customer hangout and entrance there, like the office area.
Yeah, so it is plumbed for a bathroom. You could have a sink and a toilet. It's partially insulated, and there's a pad for a wood stove for heat in the wintertime as well.
Yeah, and you did have a wood, or someone did have a wood stove there at one time. So you could put that back in if you need it. But again, great barn. You guys don't really get any water in here or anything.
Nope.
Dry, plenty of space. You got the lights, you got fans out here already. So this place is great. It's ready to go.
Yep.
All right, y'all, so here we are, the last barn, and just when you thought there was no more storage space, this property just keeps giving. So we're not gonna give you any information about this one. We're gonna show you the inside of this one, and then we're gonna walk on over into the woods, and we're gonna talk about some of the features on this property that's actually in the woods. Let's go do it.
All right.
We've seen nearly all of this property now. And when you have nearly 10 acres of land, you definitely want some wooded area that is private, that's serene, that you can do some different things with. And when I first came out here, Jake and I came out to this part of the property. Well, everywhere out here actually is really quiet. We were talking earlier, you don't hear cars, you hear animals, you hear wildlife. There's some fun stuff you do out here, and I want you to tell the folks about it. And then to end this part of the video, I just want to take in the wildlife around here. So
Sure.
Tell them a little bit about it, and then let's check out the scenery out here in the woods.
Yeah, so in this area of the woods on the property, you've got a great place to have a fire. There's already a fire ring out here. There's some posts set,
Yeah.
so you can shoot 100 yards from pretty close to the house.
Well, yeah, you mentioned the doghouse up there is right at 100 yards
Yes.
to where you can
That's
practice.
right.
Hey, if you need to come out here and practice your shooting, there you go.
Yep, this is a great place to build a cabin, or just sometimes in the summer we'll set up hammocks and camp out here and have a fire and enjoy the peace and quiet.
Yeah, and you were talking earlier about the wildlife that you get through here.
Oh yeah,
Tell us
so
about that.
there's a lot of deer and turkey that are frequently coming through here. Among other things, sometimes you'll see a fox or raccoons, you name it, they're always coming through here.
That's awesome. If you're looking for quiet, serene, nature, farm, this property has it all. But right now, let's take in a little bit of God's creation out here.
Yeah.
Hey, this has been a blast seeing this property. Gracie's given us the full tour, and I know you guys are so appreciative to Jake, the current property owner, for giving us this tour. Jake, thank you so much for sharing what makes this property so special. We appreciate your time with this. And now we're gonna go inside. I'm gonna show you just everything you've seen so far is just the start of this property. Now we're gonna actually check out the home. Like I said, over 2,000 square feet of living space, 4 beds, 3 baths, mother-in-law suite, bi-level split home, everything you need out here. This is a great farmstead. This is the place to be. So let's check out the inside of the home. Here we go, y'all, inside the house. As I said, this is a bi-level split home. We're gonna start upstairs, 3 beds, 2 full baths, living area, kitchen, dining, and so much more. And welcome to the downstairs area of this home. There is a 2-car garage down here, a full bath, and a mother-in-law suite with a kitchen, bedroom, living area, laundry, everything that you would need. All right, y'all, you've seen the property. You've seen all of the great outbuildings that this place has. Now you've seen the house. This is the farmstead, homestead, whatever verbiage you want to use for this, this is the place where you want to be. If you're looking for private, if you're looking for plenty of buildings for farm equipment, for personal vehicles, and if you're looking for a home that has over 2,000 square feet of living space with 4 beds, 3 full baths, and mother-in-law suite area downstairs, then you gotta come see this property in person. You can call or text me at 859-409-8369. As always, thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you again at another property tour in the future.